Hello and welcome to Happy Handicrafts. Let's make a needle felted piglet together. If you're not familiar with needle felting, no worries. This little guy is really quite simple to make and we'll walk you through every step. Now, if you've been following along with us with our needle felting series, you're not going to need any additional supplies. If you aren't following us, where have you been? It's okay. Just throw these couple things in your Amazon cart and you can get started in a couple days. You're going to need a felting mat, a felting needle, and some wool roving. We've got undyed wool, black, and pink. If you want to get fancy, you can add a darker pink shade. I'll put a link below to our website for all the supplies. We're going to start with the piglet's body. You can just use pink if you like, but we've been using our undyed wool as a base simply because it's cheaper. So pull off a piece, roll it up, and begin to felt. Rotate the wool as you go, making sure that you get every side of the ball. If you find it's too small, simply add a little more wool and continue to felt. We don't get too excited about size though, it's just whatever size you like. As we're felting the body, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to our channel. My name is Joanna, and together with my children, we share our homeschool handicraft lessons with you. Handicrafts are useful arts, crafts, and skills, and in our family, that's what brings us joy. So pause for a second, hit that subscribe button, and come along for the ride. We're going to take away the frustrations and feeling of overwhelm from your crafting experience and help you find the pure joy that there is in creativity. Once your base is the size and shape that you like, it's time to add color. Pull off some pink wool roving. Wrap it around the base, and holding it in place, begin to felt it into the body. Continue to add pink wool until the white base is completely covered. Once the body is nicely covered, we can put it aside and start working on the snout. In this video, we'll be using the same color of pink as the body, but we've also tried a darker shade. You can choose whichever you like better. Roll the wool and begin felting to shape it into a ball. Driving the felting needle in at an angle helps to create the sides of the snout. Now you'll felt the snout onto the pig's body. You're going to work mostly at the edges where the snout and the body meet until it's firmly in place. Our next step is to felt the legs, all 4 of them. We're going to start with some pink wool and we're going to roll it up into a ball. Now begin felting it, rotating frequently until you have a nicely shaped ball. It's kind of handy to leave some wool hanging, like a comet's tail, so that you can hang on to it and to make it easier to felt into the body. Once you've created all 4 legs, you're going to felt each of them into the body. Similarly to the snout, focus your felting to the area where the leg meets the body. although a few good stabs all the way through won't hurt. Now set the body aside so that we can create a curly little tail. Pull off a strip of pink wool, twist it, and begin felting it, twisting occasionally to thin it out. Now we haven't figured out a way to make a twist or a curly Q with this tail, so we felted it in place and then twisted the adorable little tail and felted it into place on our piglets behind. Our next step is to make 2 ears. We don't roll our wool this time, but rather folded it. And begin felting it into a pig's ear shape. Remember to turn it over frequently, and if it's not going like you want it to, don't worry, we can always cut the shape out from our felting piece. This part took us a couple of tries because we found that triangular ears make our piglet look a bit like a cat. We eventually figured out that we need to make the tips fairly pointy and to narrow at the base of the ears. You can also add a darker pink color on the inside of the ears if you like. Our next step is the eyeballs. For these, we just rolled up a tiny bit of the black wool and felted it on each side of the snout. You can make these round or elongated, close to each other or further away, adjacent to the snout or above the cheeks. Each position will create a different expression and personality. You'll just want to make sure that they're properly aligned. To finish off your piglet, we need to finish the snout. There are a couple of ways of doing this, and again, it's your choice which you like better. We tried both. The first way is to felt in 2 nostrils with black wool. Or you can simply drive your felting needle into the snout several times, creating a couple of deeper holes. We also added some rosy cheeks to one of our piglets. There are so many variations that you can do in needle felting. Let us know in the comments below of any variation that you did. And that brings us to the end. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you're making these projects right along with us and are enjoying them as much as we are. I look forward to seeing you here next week. We're going to be making a project that I have been looking forward to since the very beginning. See you then.